welcome to another special edition of Sport On. My name is Bernard Ndong, and this time round, we're once again on location, and specifically at the Kasarani Stadium Indoor Arena, and we're privileged to have a very special group of individuals. Of course, this is a team that has made history in regards to Kenyan basketball, talking about the one and only Nairobi City Thunder, who have roared in terms of regional basketball. First of all, of course, I just want to appreciate you, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us on Sport On, and for the team as well. I know you have a very, very, very busy schedule as prepare for the Nile Conference BAL 2025 edition. But I think for most people, how does it feel qualifying for BAL for you, first of all?
Yeah, it feels amazing. It's great to be back here. I think this is our first time back as a team in Kasarani Stadium. On this floor where we qualified in front of our home fans in these bleachers right here. I think we can all just appreciate what an amazing experience that was. And yeah, I think now it's on to the next chapter of preparations and competition.
Okay. Captain, when you were told that the team has qualified, how did it feel at that particular point that you were through to BAL, the first Kenyan team to qualify?
It feels good. We have been preparing for this, and one of our main goals was to qualify for the BAL, and I think we achieved it. So that was a good feeling for us. Yeah.
Derek, when you joined the team, what was going through your mind when you were joining Nairobi City Thunder? Of course, you had your own personal expectations, and you played a key role in ensuring the team qualified for BAL. How did it feel, that moment, when you heard that we are going to be representing Kenya for the first time?
It was definitely exciting. It was the whole reason why I came back, play with this group of guys, a team that we put together. Most of the guys are from the national team, so most of them are my friends, so it was exciting to do something so historic together.
Beran, how did it feel for you?
Man, felt
Has it
good.
sunk in yet?
It already did, but coming back here, it brings good memories for us. Playing in a special group, qualifying for the best league in Africa, so it's really special for me.
Coach, in July 2023, you'll be celebrating 2 years, July 2025. If you look at the journey since you joined the team, what do you think could be the key ingredient that you brought to the squad that has helped them to have such a level of the kind of trajectory that they've had so far?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't take credit for it myself, but I think there's been this really unique characteristic of our players who I think they've always been kind of willing and able to honor the contributions of their teammates. So, we obviously have collected a really high level of talent, one that allowed us to go undefeated in our local league last year. But all along the way, say from the first guy on the roster down to 16, 17, 18, you could just see this culture of encouragement and blessing one another for the contributions they've been making. I think that made for great cohesiveness.
The organization itself is run in the correct way, and that just trickles down to the players and everybody. So I think the organization itself is what matters, and they're running well.
You're privileged to, of course, play professionally elsewhere. What parallels would you draw from where you were before and here in terms of ensuring that we almost reach that level as well?
It's just get organized, make sure we practice good every day, and that's it. Just get organized and practice well. In
terms of the challenges that you faced as well, because being unbeaten, people usually assume they think it's easy. It's not easy. What do you think the mental level of the team has been? What factor do you think it has played in ensuring that because you have a target on your back in every game that you play. Right. How to ensure that we're able to still maintain that consistency even mentally as well?
For us, we've been taking every day at a time. Going undefeated isn't guaranteed, but it's definitely one of our goals, our main thing. I think we're not looking at the score at the end of the day. It's always trying how can we get better individually from the beginning guys, like Coach said, to the last guys. So every time we sub in and out, we just want to get our best out of everyone.
Being in such a squad, and you look at the trajectory of your career, would you ever thought that you'd be representing Nairobi City Thunder at BAL? You think about your history playing there, the first time in the basketball.
Of course, I didn't know. I'll never play in this great organization, great teammates. I always say playing with someone like Tyler in Eldoret, watching him play, watching in the screen, playing outside in outside Africa. I never thought he'll ever be my teammate, so it's really special for me, and I hope to soak it in like a sponge. Yeah.
Coach, just tell us about the structure of the team in terms of the composition, in terms of the players. Like, what do you look out for specifically? Because when you joined, I know that's one of the key things you looked at in terms of saying, okay, this is what I want to have a jigsaw per se that works.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're obviously looking for guys that are high character guys, you know, that are willing to come in and work hard. Like you said, guys that are going to be willing to encourage one another to get better. Guys who are really want to compete. But I think also at the end of the day, you're looking for guys that have a high skill level, guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot. I think one of the hallmark characteristics that we've had in our local league is we shoot the ball really well. And I think in today's game, we really have to do that to create enough spacing for everything that we want to see happen.
Some skeptics would say we prefer the more conventional, a bit showmanship, a bit. Should it be a mix of both, or?
I mean, there's a lot of different ways to win basketball games.
Yeah.
You can win with individual play. I think we've chosen to go down a path where we try to highlight team play, and on any given night, somebody else can be the hero. I think that works for us, but you can win in a lot of different ways. So, yeah.
Tyler, how do you ensure you foster that level of camaraderie and teamwork? Because there's some times when you're leading a game and there's that temptation to have that level of individual brilliance per se.
I don't think individual brilliance or on today's game will get you a win. It's more of like you gotta work as a team. Defensively, offensively, you just gotta work as a unit. And if you do that, you give yourself a chance to win.
Derek, there's something I'm sensing the team, and I'm interacting with all of you. There's a level of humility. Despite the fact that all these things you people have been able to achieve, is that something that you also cultivate as well? Like trying to, as much as possible, to remain grounded? Because being unbeaten is no mean feat. Being the first team to qualify for BAL is no mean feat. How do you stay grounded? How do you stay humble where you are?
I think we still have goals that we want to reach. Like, we haven't got to the top. We're not the best team in Africa yet. So I think reaching that pinnacle is what we were striving for. So for us, we have to be humble because, you know, there's other teams out there that are just as hungry as we are. So for our goal to win BAL, so for us to get there, we have to be humble and continue to work.
Grant, when you joined City Thunder, what aspects of your game did you feel went up a notch? What did you feel like, I think I'm becoming a better player because this has been improved, this has been improved?
I'd say like understanding the game, like why do you do things like set screens, like why do you shoot at this point? Playing selflessly is what I got to understand more. Of course, I used to play like that, but it took it a bit higher. And generally, I'd say just my basketball IQ, I feel like it's going a bit higher since I joined Nairobi City Thunder. So if we focus on those things, for sure we're gonna get a win.
Coach, obviously you're in charge of the team. Do you feel the pressure with this huge responsibility, the team progressing to a regional championship?
Yeah, of course. I think, you know, now that we're here, we have goals to continue this run. And we'd love to win the BAL. It would be amazing to do it in our first attempt. So yeah, there's a certain amount of pressure, but I think all of us as competitors, we sort of live for that. I think the challenge is to also then take that pressure and just turn it into productive activity day by day. Right? I think not getting overwhelmed, but just kind of I think like Derek said, take each day as it comes and just try to keep getting better. I feel like we've got the talent in the room, so to speak, that if we do keep kind of with that mentality, that's will be good results, I think.
Tyler, of course, now you need the teams that are going to be facing off against in the Nile Conference. Which team there amongst those three other teams do you feel like, okay, this one might be a tough one, but we'll still push it through?
I think the three teams we play, they're all good. You know, for them to just reach at this stage, it means they are the best in the qualifiers. So we're going to meet the best, and we just have to bring our game up.
Garan, if you think about the trajectory of Kenyan basketball, because you said you were watching Tyler as well, and you look at it in the past like 5-6 years, how important is it for Nairobi City Thunder representing BAL, representing Kenya, the BAL, and by extension, what impact does it have to Kenyan basketball?
I'd say for the local league, you'd see like right now some of the teams are getting to pay players, so it's becoming more professional here in Kenya. And as we go to the BL and hopefully we get to the finals and win it all, we will get a direct ticket to the BL. So it will be easier for Kenyan team. If you win the league, you get a direct ticket to the BL. So that's an added for all of us, and getting like the young kids, like I used to watch Tyler play, getting them to watch us play, and it's a good motivation for them. Like they know at least we work to get to where we've already reached, or even greater heights. So yeah.
Coach, you've been here for many years, so obviously you know that the pathway for talent is usually for the secondary schools days. How do you ensure that we're able to have a constant pipeline of talent so that it's not just one-offs, and you're also, because obviously, yes, you have players who are going to play professionally elsewhere that played in club. I want to make sure we have a consistent flow of talent, because I'm sure all of these three players understand that local, especially for high school basketball, it's a totally different kind of ball game. It's the energy. How do we cascade that to club level as well, the national level as well? How do we ensure that we have a pipeline of talent?
Yeah, I think just continue to give young people exposure, opportunities, just to be identified, I think is a big deal. I think then continuing to build systems that develop them, ensuring that like wherever they land, that they're being taught in the right way. I think obviously, like you're saying, like it's really key to identify talent at the high school level. But to be honest, I think we would all benefit a lot more if we could even start that whole process a bit sooner.
Okay.
There's a lot of just, I think, like feel and instinct things that good basketball players take on that actually start a lot earlier. So.
Why I'm asking that question is because I was privileged enough to experience something similar, the Basketball Without Borders. And I was looking at the list of players and I couldn't see anyone from East Africa. I think it's only one individual I saw from South Sudan. But most were from Senegal, from Mali, from South Africa, and not South Africa, from Tunisia, and from the rest of the world. And I'm looking at these young kids, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, but you can see even how they're playing, because bottom line, as much as this City Thunders made this milestone, how do you ensure that 6 years from now, you're still seeing City Thunder roaring as they are?
Yeah, I definitely know it's in our plans to kind of help build that pipeline, and there's already a scaffolding there that's in the country, but I think we'd love to be contributing and influencing it as we go. And like I said, I think a big part of that is just getting things ramped up earlier. And a lot of this is just, I think, all these guys would tell you, I think probably they developed more just by the fact that they were playing a lot, even more than any, like, say, specific coaching that they received or specific opportunity, but it's just by virtue of just playing a lot of basketball. I think that's how but just starting at a pretty young age, that's how you get good. Of course, you need good instruction, you need good influences as you grow, but a lot of it is just about getting the opportunities to have a lot of reps. Yeah.
Tell, how do you ensure that pipeline talent is there? You're supposed to inspire Garang. How do you inspire more?
The key point is what coach has just said. We need to start basketball at a very early age.
What age will be comfortable for you, or more preferable for you?
I'll say even 5-6 years, 7 years. Yeah.
When the first time you touched a basketball for you?
I was around like 13.
13 years.
Just a year before I joined high school. So yeah.
Derek, for you?
I'm saying 12, 13.
You should have started earlier?
Definitely. Extra years can't hurt.
Yeah. How has life changed for you? Like, of course, now walking in public, do people recognize you more? How is it for you after qualifying for BAL?
I mean, like people who watch basketball, they already know me, so they say they say hi to me, and it feels good, like people know you. But then again, like there's these guys who don't know you yet, so we're trying to make them understand the game of basketball in Kenya, and so it's really special for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, coach, obviously You've spoken extensively about the BAL. You have a target on your back because of being unbeaten last season and winning the title. The focus is on your team. How to ensure the same level of consistency and intensity as well?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a boring answer, but I think we just kind of stick with our process, identifying, what we're good at and trying to enhance that, trying to shore up our weaknesses, trying to make sure that when we come into the gym every day, we take it seriously. We often talk about no matter who our opponent is, we treat them with humility because we do have that target under our back, and we're always going to get our opponent's best. And so, we don't want to take days off, especially in competition.
You have a target on your back, unbeaten.
I know, but as coach has said, it's just to come every day and focus more on ourselves and just enjoy the process and just make sure we get better each and every day. Don't focus on the outside, just focus on ourselves.
I'm sure there are times like you want some downtime. You watch other sports as well for you?
I like watching football.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a football fan as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Manchester United fan. Yeah.
You've had your cup season?
I know, for the last 10 years.
Which other sports you watch? For
the most part, yes, but in the States, I like to watch American football, so I enjoy watching it, just to change the scenery. Yeah.
Okay, Brian, for you?
I watch football. I watch Formula One. Yeah.
You're an F1 fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach?
So actually, my first love is baseball.
Okay.
It's what I competed at the highest level. So I do something other than basketball. It's baseball.
You've been doing baseball. Okay. Thanks so much.